If anyone on your sales team is struggling to handle objections, I've got a really quick way that you can build them an objection handling doc. We just did this for a client. It only took us 5 minutes. So this is your prompt in ChatGPT. You're a sales expert and an offshore hiring expert. In this case, we do offshore hiring, so that's why I put that in there, but you can put in whatever type of business that you have, keeping in mind the stakeholders that you're reaching out to. So if you sell into engineering, then you just say you're an engineering expert. If you're selling into finance, then just put in you're a finance expert. Next, what do you think are the most common objections that remote growth partners gets during sales outreach? Insert your own company here. This next line is important because how we think about objection handling is what's the objection? How do we validate it so the customer or prospect feels heard? And then what's an open-ended CTA that we can ask them to keep getting a little bit more information? So for each objection, come up with 1 to 2 lines that validates the objection and 1 to 2 lines for CTA that asks an open-ended question. And of course, keep the tone conversational. Let's run it. All right, let's take a quick look to see if these make sense. I'm worried offshore talent won't match the quality I need. Absolutely, we get that all the time. Our validation here is totally fair. There's a lot of noise in offshore hiring and most teams have been burned by low quality candidates. And our open-ended CTA, how do you usually test for quality when you hire locally? I can walk you how we mirror and upgrade that process offshore. This is a really good first take. We may not keep the exact wording, but this is good enough for a starting point. Looking at some of these others, I don't have time to manage someone overseas. That makes sense. We get that a lot. I'm not sure about the communication or English level will be strong enough. We get that all of the time. So we've got this list now. They gave us 10. The next step is we want to put this into a table format. This is the format that we want. It's really easy for any rep to follow. Clearly state the objection, how they can validate it, and then what their response is for the CTA. So our next prompt is, this is great. Can you put this into a 3-column table that I can easily copy and paste into a Google Doc? And there we have it. That's a great starting point for us. Copy this table, come to our Google Doc, paste everything in here. We'll make it look a little nicer, format everything to the left, make it easier to read for our team. Then we will just add a little bit of outline to make it easier to see. Spread this out a little bit more if you want. And there you have it. You have an objection handling doc that you can give to your team without doing any extra work. We'll go in and we will actually update this and make it a little bit cleaner, but this is a simple way that you can build this out for your team. Hopefully that was helpful.